And comes along the Torah to teach us by saying, B'Tselem Elohim, in the image of God, He created them. Man and woman, He created them both. In the image of God. What does this mean? The word B'Tselem, in B'Tselem Elohim, is B, the prefix of in, and Tselam is the root word of Tselem. In His image, it says later, B'Tselemo. Okay? So Tselam is the root of this word Tselem, and Tselam means various things. Among them, a blueprint, an outline, parameters, that's what a blueprint and an outline are. A pattern, it could mean a pattern, it could also mean a shadow. Okay, so the Torah tells us that in the pattern of, in the blueprint of, in the shadow of, in the image of the infinite, He created them. Now, this comes to tell us that all are created in the image of the infinite God. And so how do we come to understand this? Well, we can't understand this as in, like, you know, with these facial features and phalanges on the ends of handsies and things like this. No. These things are not of God, because God is the infinite. The infinite doesn't have a body. The infinite can't have a body. All bodies are a creation of the infinite. And if something is a creation of the infinite, it cannot be the infinite. Just like something that belongs to you can never be you. It's just something that belongs to you. A creation of you can never be you. Your child is never you. Okay? It's another instance of the infinite coming into the world of form. Right. So, image bearers. What does this mean in the image of God? Well, the outline, the parameters, the only thing that is defined by infinite in order to create all of everything is just awareness. So we are made in the image of God, in the pattern of God, in the shadow of God, in the outline of God. And this means that we are consciously aware. Because the infinite awareness is also consciousness. Well, it's conscious because it's consciousness. It's kind of a little bit confusing. The infinite is just aware. And in this awareness of beingness, what we would call I am, then emptiness is made where this infinite nature of God is pulled back. It's contracted. In Kabbalah, it's called tzimtzum, contraction. It makes an empty space, and within this empty space, from the middle, where there's nothingness inside of us, and everything can grow from nothing to everything, right from the middle of that. It doesn't really go straight. It kind of spirals in the vision that I see. But then, this is what we call the Big Bang, folks. Except it's not just a one-time event. It keeps going and going and going, because this infinite that is God keeps expanding from the center of the empty space. So, all of the forms and all of the universe, they are just combinations of all of these little empty spaces. The infinite comes out of it. This is what we call a proton. The infinite goes into it. Again, this is what we call a neutron. Okay, positive is expressing outward. Neutral is drawing inward. Negative is the electron, is the spirit of the infinite leaving the positive form, becomes negative, and then it comes back around and shoom, it comes right back into a neutron. All right, now this cycle keeps going, and the more complex it is, the more it slows down the progression of the infinite from nothingness to everythingness that there could possibly be. And the more this progression of vibration is slowed down, then the more things congeal. So it goes out and then it comes back in. Now we also see that the more neutrons are in a thing, the more dense and heavy it gets, and the harder it gets. All right, it's not a difficult concept to see if we see it that way. I'm gonna run out of time if I don't keep on the plot. So You are an image bearer of the almighty infinite creator. How cool is that, my brothers and sisters? How cool is it that you can say, oh yeah, I am that. I am the infinite coming through form. Now, don't make the mistake of just sitting there in that spot, because if you sit in that spot of awareness alone, then you're going to mess up the whole thing. You're going to mess up the whole thing because you're going to separate yourself from everybody else that's thinking, I am a special one. But they're not. They're nothing. But no. Man and woman, he created them both. B'tselem Elohim. In his image. In the image of God. B'tselemo. In his image, he created them. Man and woman, he created them both. Everybody is an image bearer. Everybody is a mirror, basically. And so then we come back into the usage of the word salam is shadow. Okay, it could be understood as reflection, but there's a different word for reflection. So remembering that everybody is an image bearer is a projection of the infinite creator. It is easier to feel unity between disparate parts of the human part of this creation. It's so easy to have hatred for each other, or have fear of each other, or just kind of a complacent ignorance. You know, I'm not going to worry about you. I'll live in my own little world and you live in your own little world. But you know what? My world and your world is the same world, baby. They're the same world. And you are a reflection of me, and I am a reflection of you. You pick up in your psyche from me and my words and my delivery, whatever it is that you're pulling up within yourself. I'm nothing. In truth, Jens doesn't even exist. The soul that is within, the neshama, the ruach, that goes on. That exists. The ruach, the spirit, ruach is breath, and so it says that that the Creator breathed the breath of life into Adam. And that's Ruach Chayai, if I'm not mistaken, breath of life. It's a holy wind. In Christianity, they call the same thing the Holy Spirit, or at least I think that's the same thing that they're calling Holy Spirit. Nefesh is a base spirit level. There's a Nefesh Abahama, the animal spirit, and there's Nefesh Shemayan, heavenly spirit. And it is like the genetic, biological, physiological exchange that is here. Okay? There can be an animal one of those, where we simply go after whatever it is we want, with no discernment at all. And there can be the heavenly one, where there is discernment, and that's the big difference between heaven and earth, right? There's discernment. This is why the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil in the garden was forbidden. It was forbidden because it gave the quality of discernment. It gave Adam and Chava the ability to know between right and wrong, which is really light and dark. Remember, on the first day of creation, let's see. In the beginning, God made the heavens and the earth. And the earth was chaos and disarray. Hey guys, kids are getting back from soccer. You won, good. It was a soccer practice. Of course they won. I'm making a video. I'm gonna get off in this video now, and we're gonna go home. I'm gonna take all of these little image bearers and go on home. So shalom, shalom. Until next time. Bye-bye.